Oh, you can intro.
Hi, everybody.
Do the intro. Do it.
All right.
Oh, shit. Hey, everybody. It's good to see you.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another illustrious episode of the I'm Not Crazy podcast.
Oh, my.
I am your special co-host, Crystal Guerra. my coughing co-host.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
After witnessing one of the biggest dabs in history, Andrew Venor, welcome.
Hey, I just put a gram of wax in that thing and just took that dab like a champ. Hey, everybody.
I've never seen someone take a dab down like that. Maybe one person, but
yeah, that's fair.
Otherwise, that was pretty impressive.
Thank you today. Okay.
But it's very fitting.
We're going to compose myself now. Ready?
Breathe. Chew. Swallow.
It is swallowed. Okay, so today we have a very special episode. There's a reason why I'm coughing in the intro. What is today's date? Wink, wink, wink.
Oh, Andrew.
Wink, 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 wink. What's
it's
today's
420.
Date? It's 420 when we're recording this 110%. I'm not lying to you. And you know what that means? You know what that means, right? We're getting crazy. There's going to be music over this 110%. That was a ridiculous amount of wax that I just did. So today we're going to do something a little bit fun. I'm getting a little wild and crazy over here. Chris is not.
Yeah. And maybe in another lifetime.
Maybe in another lifetime.
Maybe in a past time. But at this current time.
Definitely in a past time.
Yeah. It's all right, though.
In a past time.
I'm happy to be a part of it anyways.
We're here. You know, and today we're going to do a kind of like a little bit of another Bonanza. We had a Halloween Bonanza. That went really well. Everyone that listened to that I know of personally that listened to that was like, that was really fun.
Right.
So I decided to do kind of a similar thing for 420. You know, we're going to listen to things that have genuinely, I'm going to be totally transparent. And they have nothing to do with marijuana at all. Not a single one of them has anything to do with drugs. None of them have to do with anything that has to do with getting high in any way. It's just the date.
Yeah.
It's just I had to link it to something because it's just I can't just put out a random Bonanza. It has to be a holiday, you know?
So it's just going to be things that happened on this date?
No.
Oh.
It's just we're recording today.
Oh, okay. So we're just celebrating.
We're just celebrating the day with some fun, spooky stuff to listen to when you're a little crazy.
Right.
You know?
All right.
You know,
I'm ready for it, man.
Listen.
I'm always ready.
This episode is, again, we love to be transparent here. We are a glass box. Okay?
I'm translucent.
I appreciate that. I am not. I lied. Anyway, we are as a corporation here because we are a corporation.
Right.
We're not a corporation. We are
working on
a glass box, which means you could see in. And I'm going to tell you honestly, we just want to get content out. This episode is just a get content out episode because everything is snowballed. It's taking me way longer. I'm not going to get into it again. We've talked about it enough.
Listen, friends, we can't wait to finish up the Amelia story.
The Amelia story is happening.
Oh,
it's just so much,
and you will be blown away by the amount of information that you receive. But we do want to bring out content to you guys, and this is the best way I think we're going to possibly do it. So
yeah, in the grand scheme of things, just keep in mind these episodes are like 12 pages each. So if we do a 5-part series, that is a 60-page script. So just keep that in mind.
It's a lot of reading. It's a lot of writing, but it's a lot of passion. And Andrew's really doing well with it. But here we are, and we're gonna have a really fun time with this episode. So
yeah, this is gonna be really fun. I think I'm gonna fucking scare you today.
You know,
I have some I turned the lights off. We have some candles going.
Okay.
We have no one else in the room. Yanni and Shay are on the couch.
Right.
And
hey guys,
you guys can say out loud, hi.
Yo.
Thanks, Shay.
Wonderful.
We got a couple things to talk about first. I mean, we've been talking for a while now.
Right.
First off, I don't know when this is starting because we keep doing this and then we keep saying, we're going to do it, and then neither of us do. But the TikTok and the Instagram, just follow both of them. Eventually, content will come. I don't know. But really, though, actually, the other podcast that we talked about in Amelia Part 2, Did we talk about it, Amelia? Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
At
towards the
end
end, we did speak about it. Yeah.
So the podcast that we were talking about, we originally, I don't know if we said the name of it there, but the name of the podcast is going to be Reasonably Unhinged.
Yes.
It will be available everywhere once we get that first episode out. We will let everybody know, but we recorded at the end. That is actually very funny.
Yeah.
So I would recommend you go listen to it. It's great. It's with me and Shay, who is on the couch.
It's part of our Nameless Network.
It's part of our Nameless Network Corporation. You know, Nameless Network Corp is really growing.
But yeah,
by the hour.
Honestly, might as well just stick with it at this point.
Nameless Network Corp is great.
But,
NNC.
Yeah,
it's like CNN but backwards.
Right.
The News Network Clintons. You know.
But yeah, no, I was here to witness the first recording of the episode, and I think it's a really interesting vibe. Definitely different from what we do here.
110%.
If you enjoy, how would you describe it?
It's much more drama focused. It's
Right.
much more like we're just talking shit. Shay brings me stories almost the way I bring you stories.
Yes.
But they're different. The way that we go about it is way different. The dynamic is way different.
Yeah.
And
it's more personal stories that, you'll get a good kick out of, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's really, a lot more personal. I'll say that,
I was belly laughing at points. So.
Yeah, I'm very excited. It's going to be very fun.
Yeah.
So look forward to that.
Yeah.
And then without further ado, ready?
Still going like a champ, man.
We're getting started.
I love
it. I am crazy. So the sources
No,
for
you're
this episode.
not crazy. That's the purpose.
Oh, you're
of
right.
this.
I'm so sorry. I can't believe that I fell into
Oh
that
my
trap.
God, Andrew.
Oh my God. Such bad
We've been
marketing
doing this for
myself.
how long now?
It's 34 episodes. This is 34.
Wow.
Jesus
Look
was
at
36. Right?
I think so.
We got 2 more till our Jesus year. Anyway.
Holy shit.
Right? Isn't that crazy? Hallelujah. So our sources for today's episode are quite literally a Reddit thread. So go find that if you want. I'm not going to plug Reddit. Sorry.
Yeah, screw you, Reddit.
Fuck Reddit. And, okay. So that being said, those are the sources for the episode. Now we can get started. Ready? Let's start the fucking music. And I got to tell you, the intros written by AI are great because this episode is so fun.
Okay.
I'm sorry, not this episode. This is starting to get to me. This little paragraph here that was written by AI is very fun. Ready?
Yeah.
Welcome to the I'm Not Crazy podcast, where every day is 420. Join us as we roll up some high-minded discussions on cannabis culture, creativity, and consciousness. That's not what we're doing. From the roots of the herb to its modern-day buzz, we're sparking conversations that'll leave you feeling light and lifted. So grab your favorite strain, pack it tight, and let's blaze through the hazy depths of together thought. What? Yeah, I guess they were high when they wrote it. None of what I said is what we're doing today. Not a single part. I have
What did it say? From the roots of the herb to what?
To its modern day buzz. We're sparking conversations that'll leave you feeling lit and lifted.
I can't.
That has nothing to do with what we're doing. I just figured it gives you a little chance. Listen, play along. If you have any fun stuff, go do it yourself. I'm not going to do the whole last podcast thing where they go on the whole, go outside and, cut your neighbor's leg off and hollow it out and fill it up with weed and go to the bathroom and smoke it at an Arby's. I'm not going to do all that, but you can if you want.
Yeah, I think it would be a good setting for your listening pleasure. So.
Yeah. This is going to be really spooky if you just get a little in you. So, get a little in you. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah, we're going to start real light today.
Okay.
We're going to start off nice and easy with more of a cool piece of history than anything else. But it is very creepy. It is still kind of eerie. We're going back to the oldest known recording of a human voice. The oldest surviving recording of a human voice we have, which was recorded on April 9th, 1860. So just for context, Abraham Lincoln was still alive for 5 years after this. So that's the first thing we're starting with.
1860?
1860. So,
all right.
It's a recording of a rendition of Au clair de la lune. I don't speak French, which means by the light of the moonlight.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And it was imprinted on a cylinder made of paper, which I assume would later be improved by Thomas Edison to make the wax cylinders, which would become somewhat common until records were a thing.
Yeah.
Here is that recording, and I will say it is a tad mastered, but only because the original cylinder, they didn't even know that there was sound on it they thought it was flat, and then they cleaned it off, and they were like, "Oh shit, there's a little thing in there," and they found it, and they realized it's the oldest in history.
I'll cut them some slack for a 150-year-old recording.
I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Honestly, when you put it that way, I don't really feel like I needed to explain it at all. Okay, so you ready? And without further ado, I'm not going to say it again. Ready? Here we go. And then this is like, that was like the best version that they were able to make. But I feel like every time it just got creepier because it's the original audio just being manipulated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It went from like dying cat to like actually like audible at some point.
Yeah. And when you listen to the original song, it's like, oh shit, that is actually that song.
Yeah.
It's really cool. 1860.
That song, it sounds recognizable.
It's one of those songs that's just been around for fucking forever.
I've like heard that in like plays, definitely. So yeah, no, that adds up. But yeah,
I do frequent the French theater.
It wasn't French, but you know, you do what you want with your life, you know.
Ooh la la, I say.
But yeah, that was
really
a good
way to start. I just wanted
that
to
honestly gave me some chills.
Yeah, I just wanted to set the pace because even though it's not really creepy, the idea of you listening to someone's voice from 160 years ago is creepy. It's a little creepy.
It's like, wow, that person has been
dead and gone for fucking forever, and I'm listening to. I am listening to their voice long enough in the future that they might have said maybe someone in the year 2000 will be listening to this.
Literally,
that which is crazy,
and that would have been mind blowing. Yeah,
I have chills. They're multiplying,
dude.
That's Grease.
All right,
yeah,
that was a fun one.
Thank you. Okay. So number 2, this one is we started off nice because the second one is gonna really ramp it up to such an intense point that I think you might change for the rest of the episode. Like, genuinely, it's really fucked up. Ready? So now, this call was a 911 call. 911 calls are always brutal territory, right? I picked this one for a reason. It is an older woman by the name of Ruth Price, and I'm not going to explain anything until it's done. I'm just going to let you listen to this entire phone call. Ready, Chris? Get yourself ready.
I don't know if I'm ready for this. Wait, what year is this from?
This is like I want to say like 1990-ish.
Okay.
Like maybe the late 90s.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ready?
Let's do it.
Okay.
This is Ruth Price of 3877. What's the problem, ma'am? Oh, there's some guy been checking the place out. How? Well, he went in the back. I have an apartment in the back, and he said he was looking for a guy. And he comes to my door. Yes? And said he's looking for an apartment. So I live alone, and I'm an old lady. Mm-hmm. Where is he now, ma'am? I don't have no idea.
All right. So how do you feel?
I kind of expected the screaming, but Jesus Lord.
It is quite literally some of the worst screaming I've ever heard in a recording in my life.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right, so you have to explain what
So I'm gonna let that sit for a second. And because it's so brutal and so intense. But
I'm like short of breath right now. That was fucking terrifying.
So the bad news is that this call is 100% real.
Sure.
There's a lot of people on the internet that claim this fault is fake, but it's actually not. This is a real person named Ruth Price. The good news is that the sounds you hear are actually not her getting like attacked.
Sure.
She just started doing that. It scared the shit out of the guy, and the guy fucking bolted out of the house, and she's fine. She lived another 14 years. She's perfectly fine.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, but it's just such an intense phone call without context that people have just been spreading it around the internet for years. This is like one of those old internet things.
The operator must have been, I could never imagine.
Man. It's brutal.
Oh my God.
Yeah, brutal.
Dude.
So yeah,
I mean, she did a really good job. Yeah, no, let's try.
Yeah, you could check your heart rate.
Hold on.
And it's funny because I knew the entire history of it, so I'm just sitting here smiling through it because I can't help myself. And you're grumbling over there. Did it spike?
It's measuring. Not too bad.
No?
Shockingly. But I was at 65, I went up to 82, so I guess that's a little bit of a jump.
All right, well, for the next part, before we go on to the next one, we're going to take a smoke break.
I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
I want a show to be put on.
Let's get that instrument back in my hand here. Thank you, brother. All right, we're bringing it back. And listen, if anybody's out there, I probably need to... Oh, no, I definitely found there's plenty. Okay.
Yeah, I think you're good.
So we're just heating it up here, you know.
It's a beautiful system.
It is a beautiful system. Listen, at the end of the day, you know, I live in New York. It's legal. Bought this legally. I am a model citizen. Thank you. Fine. I'm good.
Yeah. No, good for you. That
All
was
right.
fucking excellent.
So,
no blood curdling screams anymore, or are we gonna be headed that way?
so number 3.
Oh God.
So number 3. We're getting to Hurricane Ike.
Hurricane Ike. Where do I recognize that from?
The weather? I don't know. It's a hurricane.
Yeah, where was that located?
Well, it turns out it was located everywhere.
Okay.
So hold on, it's a crazy. I've never heard of this storm till today, like in detail, and I can't believe that it's nuts. Ready? On our spooky list of sounds, number 3 comes in Hurricane Ike. I don't know why I said it like that. We head over to Mother Nature for this one, the scariest bitch of all. And her terrifying child, Hurricane Ike. She made that child. In 2008, Hurricane Ike was an extratropical storm that would tear its way through. You ready? Haiti, Cuba, Turks and Caicos, Texas, Louisiana, the Bahamas, and Grand Turk, and a couple other little places.
Oh my goodness.
Just fucking swept
Just
the entire
wiping
area.
out.
Yeah, real bad. It even caused major flooding from rain to hit fucking all the way to Canada. And Iceland had major problems with waves on their coast because of this hurricane. This thing was massive, okay? It ended up killing over 200 people. It was 214 people. And it left $38 billion worth of damage behind by the time it was done.
Yeah.
It is one of the craziest superstorms like in the history of modern men. It's crazy. I didn't know that this was a thing. So, and a little fun story, and I say that with confidence because it's a fun ending. There was a boat that was stuck out at sea, and they ended up having engine issues, and they drifted way far out at sea, and then their bad luck got worse when Hurricane Ike came in, and it started hitting them in the middle of the ocean. And they, all 22 of them on the boat, withstood the storm. No one got injured, and they all just made it back fine. They were fine. They had more problems when they got back because of the devastation than they did out of the water, which is actually really interesting. So if you're ever in a hurricane, just, I don't know,
This really sounds
maroon
like
yourself at sea.
It sounds like a modern day rapture.
I would love a story, like a movie made about those guys on that boat, because that must have been nuts.
Oh yeah,
Holy
I can imagine.
shit. Scary as fuck.
Yeah. You're like, oh, we survived, and then we go home and everything's just destroyed.
It's just
like
awful.
All right.
So, okay. So all of that being said,
Yeah.
imagine that you were stuck in that nightmare storm,
Right.
and you're in the basement of your home, And like everyone said, you're in a doorway and you're staying. I don't know if that's what you do. I live in New York. Fucking cut me some slack. I don't do this. And you sit there and you're just fucking waiting and you're hoping not to die, right? And this is what you fucking hear. This is genuinely horrifying. And those are the sounds of Hurricane Ike. And now that's very specifically, to be fair, right? I gave a scenario, but it is... let me see where... that was in a hotel on like a higher floor, but that's just what it sounded like being in the hotel.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's terrifying. And
Absolutely
you can't
horrifying.
go anywhere.
Well, yeah, what are you going to do?
You're just
and
stuck.
you're better in there with that than being outside.
Yeah.
And I think, I could be wrong, but I think some of the sounds that you hear in the beginning are sirens, like hurricane sirens. I don't know if that was a thing.
Yeah.
But that's what it sounded like. I don't know if that's the case or if that's just the air passing through the room in places it shouldn't, like I said.
Yeah,
really scary.
I mean, where was that located?
Everywhere.
Oh no, I mean like that recording.
Oh, that was so that recording specifically was in. That was actually from the Weather Channel. That
Oh, like they didn't like list the location?
No, this is from the Weather Channel. It was in Galveston, Texas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the.
Because I was gonna say that's probably like a location where like it was built in a way that was like not meant to withstand weather like that.
Yeah, I don't know how Texas is with hurricane. I feel like hurricanes hit Texas a lot.
A lot?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair.
But it was the 11th floor of the San Luis Resort Hotel.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's what it sounded like to just be on that floor.
Oh my
which is
goodness.
not great.
No.
And it seems like from what everything is, from what all these people have, it looks like everything is infrared, except for when they're looking at like exit signs that are lit up. So it looks like all the lights are also out. They lost power totally, which makes sense.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's
Horrifying
absolutely
situation.
terrifying.
Yeah. So, how you guys feeling? Great. I'm so happy.
Guys,
I was talking to the audience.
No, I know, guys. I need some help through this one.
How you feeling?
This is rough.
The last two, we got two more. And these are way worse. So both of them back to back are awful.
I just can't keep like I just picture myself like in a hotel just rocking back and forth on the mattress. I'm just watching everything just get destroyed around me, and I just have woo, woo, like I'm just like, what am I supposed to do? Like I'm just in hell.
Drinking caffeine, smoking a bong, having the time of my life over here. I don't give a shit.
Just like, this is hell. Oh my God.
Yeah, this is so when I was younger, right? When I was like 11 and 12, I had my no, actually maybe older, like 14, 15.
Yeah.
I had my own laptop in my room, and at night I would go online, and when most boys my age were watching porn, I was going online watching this because all this stuff is old and it's been online forever.
Right.
Like the hurricane, not so much, but there's other hurricane footage, like the guys that rushed into the hurricane and got lost and all that stuff.
Sure.
Like that's been on the internet forever. And I don't know, I'm just totally numb to it. It just doesn't bother me at all. Audio now, like scary audio now, is just like, it's just another genre of horror in my head.
That's fair.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I've compartmentalized everything enough,
Sure.
to make it so that it doesn't hurt me.
Right.
Okay. So next, we're gonna get to this one's nice and easy.
Okay.
This is the the name says it all. Okay, we're getting to the East Area rapist calls.
Oh my God. All right. Lay it on me, man.
And this is a connection to something. I'm going to bring this around in a way that I don't think that you will ever see coming. I got to tell you, I'm going to do it all right now, and then we're going to listen to the audio. But what I'm going to tell you is going to blow your fucking mind. I'm going to tell you. I got to tell you.
Listen, my mind is like halfway blown at this point, so I'm ready for whatever comes.
Okay. Well, hell yeah, I'm going to blow your mind till it comes. That's what you just said, right?
I definitely did. In a weird way, I definitely said that.
You did. I wanted to make sure.
I definitely just said that, but there's no one that can do it like you, Andrew.
Okay, sorry. The next one we're going to get to is, like I said, number 4, the East Area Rapist Calls. Okay, so true crime music now. Okay,
bang.
During the years of 1974 and 1986, the original Night Stalker prowled the streets of California, causing complete havoc everywhere he went. Having committed 13 murders, 51 rapes, and 120 robberies, it's like an NFL stat. This vile man did like anything he could to cause others hurt and pain.
It sounds like the Eminem song. With a record of...
No, don't do that. Don't do it. So eventually being identified in 2018. This is the Golden State Killer. This was all over the news. I'm sure you remember, actually.
I do.
He was a former police officer by the name of Joseph D'Angelo, and he was pinned with all of these using DNA testing that wasn't available at the time. They wound up having a database. They collected everything, realized that like 10 different killers all across the state of California, all was one person. Right. They realized that. And then a woman by the name of Michelle McNamara, which she was a true crime author, pushed all this, and unfortunately she passed away from cancer before he was caught, but because of her, he was caught. And the twist of this, and that I'm saying it is, you know the actor Patton Oswalt?
Yes.
This was his wife.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So his wife is the reason that one of the most notorious American serial killers ever was caught. Patton Oswalt.
Thank you, Patton Oswalt.
Yeah. Anyway, so he was a menace. Like, genuinely, people were terrified, and he went over 10 years, didn't get caught, and then I'm sure that he did things later on that weren't attributed to him, or he just got away with it, whatever it was, but he got away with it for quite a long time, and unfortunately, he's going to be able to die in prison in much short of a period of time than he should have.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, with all of that, it leads us to the media that we will be listening to today. One of the things that D'Angelo was known for was calling his victims and the police and being very strange and obscene on the phone line. One of the phone calls was recorded, and we will be listening to it tonight. Are you ready to listen to a serial killer?
I am.
Here we go. That was... I wish that you guys could have seen the defeat in his eyes when he said, I am. He just... And I'm just going to turn this so that you could see the composite sketch that they made for this, because it's really stupid. They just did it to be scary. So, yeah, they just did it to be scary. If you want to look it up, go ahead. And why are you on the floor, bro?
I want to watch from a different angle.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm genuinely enjoying this point of it.
I absolutely love this audience. This is great.
Yeah, this is great.
All right.
Okay, so the East Area Rapist. That's a hard fucking name to get past. I might bleep rapist this entire time.
You might have to.
I might actually do it.
I can't believe that fucking sketch.
It's fucking horrifying. All right, here we go. Ready? Go.
I literally thought they've been putting out the meme of like the jellyfish with on SpongeBob.
Yeah.
But he's like,
yeah, no.
Wrong number. I literally thought that's what I was gonna hear.
No, this is the East Area this, Chris.
Yeah. No, that's fucked up.
To be fair, though, the piano music at the end, it's because that's the recording that they got an insider report because they didn't,
That was a call to 911 or to one of his
no,
victims?
so that was a call to a victim that he did actually kill.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh no, actually, I don't think he did. I think that he didn't kill them. He didn't end up killing them. No, but he is a fucking scary motherfucker. I gotta tell you, he's fucked. Well, let me see if that's. Hold on.
I'd run far away if I got a phone call like that.
I don't know. I'm not even gonna try right now. I gotta tell you, I am.
Yeah, no, that's fun.
Inebriated.
Just a tad. But listen, I think that was probably absolutely legit. And
oh no, it's 100% legit. I just don't know if the person that he was talking to was killed by him or not.
Oh.
But I guess that's a statistic that we could hope to say that she wasn't. How about that? Let's just say that she wasn't and call it a night.
Joseph D'Angelo?
Joseph D'Angelo.
Fuck that guy.
Honestly, let's just say his name is Jody. Fuck you, Jody.
Yeah, Jody.
Yeah, I'm sorry if your name is Jody. My bad.
But
I'm so sorry.
How many people did he murder again?
He murdered at least 13 that we know of, but almost definitely more.
Yeah. And he's in jail.
He raped at least 51 people that we know of, probably more, and he's committed 120 robberies, probably more.
Wow.
Yeah. This guy was just a fucking criminal, straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was a police officer.
That's the definition.
He was a cop. That's why he was able to get away with it all.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, he was doing this while he was on the job?
That's one of the reasons I believe that he stopped was because he wound up losing his job over something else. And he didn't have his protection anymore, so he kind of stopped. But I also think that, I don't think that's the case. I think that he was probably doing it somewhere else.
That's believable, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if there's any evidence that. I'm just saying, just based on
just as a person.
Yeah, like, I don't think you do it for 12 years and then you're just like, all right, it's fine. I'll give it up. Like, it just doesn't work.
Yeah. Life in jail?
Yeah. I think that if he could have, I don't think that the death penalty is a thing in California
anymore. I don't think so either, yeah.
But I feel like it also is kind of.
I wish we could have shipped him to another state.
12 consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole, plus 8 years. Absolutely unbelievable.
All right. Well,
what an absolute piece of shit.
Yeah.
I hope that he lives to be 155 years old, genuinely.
Yeah, I hope he rots.
Yeah, and I hope it's painful and it sucks and no one understands how he's doing it, so we don't have the medicine to preserve him, so he's just this weird creature growing in a cell. I would love that. That's just so great. Okay. We're going to get to our last for the night.
Okay.
Smoke break. Jonathan, I need my tools. Okay. To our last one. Here we go. And I gotta tell you, I am swimming right now. And I'm gonna be a shark.
Finish it off. Beautiful. Our 420 champion.
Happy 420. Okay. Oh man. Oh, that one's rough.
Yeah. Now you went in for seconds.
Oh yeah, I just had to clear chamber. Okay. The next one we're gonna get to is tough.
Okay.
This one is tough because there's a lot involved in this. Okay.
Believable.
I saved the best for last this time.
Yeah, I was literally gonna say I'm not surprised that the most intricate one is last. So
let's do it. We're gonna get to number 5, the Wandering Souls tapes.
Oh my god, it's gonna be bad.
This first sentence, you're gonna laugh. In Vietnamese folklore, you gotta give me like 30 seconds.
No. Breathe.
Oh no, I got drank. Okay. In Vietnamese folklore, the idea of the wandering soul is a simple one. If you were to die away from home and you were not brought back and given a proper burial, the idea was that your soul would just wander for eternity in pain and suffering. But there was a way to help these souls out. It was on a day called Vu Lan Day, which was granted by Buddha to help wandering souls find their ways back home, And it was usually held, it says, on the 15th of the 7th lunar month, but I'm confused because according to Wikipedia, No Van Vulande from 2023 to 2026 will or has taken place on the 15th month, the 15th day of the 7th month. I'm confused by it. I'm going to be honest with you. And sometimes they take place at the end of the 6th month. I don't understand how this works. I hope the souls are okay.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I mean, listen.
You know, it doesn't seem like something you want to fuck with,
Yeah.
you know?
Mad respect for Buddha for allowing this. So.
Yeah, honestly, bro, shout out to Buddha.
Yeah.
Mad respect to Buddha. Yo, shout out. Yo, honestly, bro, Buddha's a real one, man.
Yeah, 100%.
Hell yeah, bro. Okay.
But yeah, continue.
So, anyway, now we're going to go to an unfortunate part of history, the Vietnam War. Okay? Where this holiday and folklore in general was found out by the U.S. forces. I don't know why I just fucking stopped speaking in the middle of that word. Where this holiday and folklore was found out by the U.S. forces, which sprouted an idea. That is, that when the U.S. military would go into the forests, they would produce an audio track which would be played loudly into the jungle. This sound contained children calling out to their parents, screaming and sobbing, all in Vietnamese. The idea was that the Viet Cong would hear these sounds at night and flee in terror, assuming that these were wandering souls out in the jungle that were killed in the war. Now, the tape itself is in Vietnamese. What you're going to hear is people calling out for their parents, people calling out for their kids, kids calling out to their parents, and you're going to hear the things that are being said are like, go home before you end up being one of us. Go home before you end up being one of us. It's very scary. And now, just to get into the headspace, okay? Even for the American soldiers, you are in the jungle at night. There are traps everywhere set by the enemy, right? And then on the other end of it, you have you and your people that are trying to protect your country. And you have your enemy coming at you, and you don't even know that it's them. You're just supposedly hearing this audio. That's the supposed story, is that you just hear the audio and they were fucking scared shit and they would just run back. Okay? You ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Wow, that one was a lot more audible of a yeah. Okay, here we go. That's funeral music that you hear. So now I'm going to fast forward because that's about a minute in. I'm going to fast forward to the last like 30 seconds. Okay. So what do you think?
What a tactic. Oh my goodness. I'd run for the hills. I thought the hotel one was terrifying. Oh my god.
I put them in order.
Yeah, even as a soldier on the other side, I'd literally be like, "What the fuck?
Yeah, like what are we doing?
This is actually
this is
happening.
fucking-
This
what
is
are we doing?
fucking
Yeah.
insane. You want to talk about psychological warfare? Oh my
on
god.
this video, I think it's on this video. Oh yeah, one of the comments on this video is really funny. It says, "Imagine if you're an American soldier carrying this on your back, and then you realize your battery ran out 30 minutes ago."
Oh my god.
That's a fun little short horror story right there. That's fun.
Yeah.
One of the things that was said by somebody in a comment somewhere, it wasn't here. I actually found the website. It's called, if you want to see it more, hold on, I can find the website. It's called PCF45. That's the website. They have a pretty good write-up from, I'm pretty sure the website seems to be run by a Vietnam vet who just kind of collects stories and puts them together. You could find more in-depth stuff there. The name actually of the person might be in that website. I didn't really get too deep into it, to be honest. But I will say, I want to end this with, there's no evidence that showed this tapes actually did anything. Mm-hmm. So all the stories were like kind of straight up propaganda that they were working.
Right.
So like any of the stories of the Viet Cong running in terror were just not true, straight up.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And like contrary to the American belief of the people, like the American people of the time, the Viet Cong weren't like actual animals. Like they were people. They had the same brain as you and I.
Right.
Because they are human beings.
Of course.
So they could also understand what a 1970s fucking recording sounds like. So they also understood that their enemy was playing a speaker at them. Like,
right.
They're not fucking stupid.
Yeah.
You know? And like just to put it into perspective, like we were doing this, right? But they were building tunnels with like false tunnels with snakes that were literally like tied to the ceiling.
Yeah.
So that they would bite you if you went down that tunnel wrong. They weren't afraid of that.
No.
You know?
Yeah.
I just want to make that very clear. Like they were very brave, scary people.
There, a lot of the stories about how we tried to deal with the Vietnam in that war. It's like they knew what they were trying to do, and America couldn't really battle back. So
yeah, the worst that we could do was just like absolutely maim a generation of Vietnamese and American people,
right?
Using chemical warfare, and then refusing that we did it. But we're not going to get into that here.
Dope time.
Fuck that. I hate that. But, so, all of that being said,
yes,
you can't actually, though, say that it wasn't a success by mistake. Because what ended up happening was that what they started doing is, at first they had soldiers with backpacks, right? And what they realized is that the Viet Cong weren't afraid of it. They would just immediately shoot at it.
Right.
So then they started having armored helicopters playing it out. Mm-hmm. So they would shoot at it and immediately they would give out their position and they would get ambushed by Americans.
Right.
And this actually became like a tactic for like a tiny little bit of time before it caught on and they just stopped doing it.
Sure.
But that in itself kind of made it successful, but it made it successful for like the total wrong reason, and it was just a complete fluke of a success. So that's why they continued to do it for a while, actually, which is really dumb.
It sounds like a minor win in a
losing battle. Fucking solid. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. And that tape, by the way, that is Ghost Tape number 10. That's what that's called. That was the official Army label of it. Ghost Tape number 10. Wow. Unbelievable. So with that concludes our 420 Bonanza.
That had absolutely nothing to do with it.
I told you, I didn't lie.
You didn't.
I feel like I baited people into smoking at the beginning of this episode, and I feel like there's at least one person shaking right now listening to this. I'm sorry about that.
We'll make it up to you.
Yeah, if you never want to listen again, grow up. So
figure it out.
Yeah, you did this to yourself. I didn't do it. I didn't coax you. I don't suggest you do anything. How about that? I take it all back. I was lying to you. I was making noises. I take it all back. Yeah. It's like I'm sucking a dick. That was crazy. It was nuts.
Sucking a dick. But yeah, that was absolutely wonderful. You definitely got me better this time than the first.
Oh yeah,
Bonanza
I worked
episode.
real hard to get good stuff.
This shit
time.
was. What was the Depths of Hell one?
The Depths of Hell. It was
that shit was terrifying.
The Hell Pit.
Yeah, the Hurricane Ike and the Vietnam Ghost. That's
honestly, I'm surprised the Hurricane Ike is the one that stuck with you and not the Ruth call, the Ruth Price call. I think it's because it lost it when you learned that she lived.
Yeah, which is fine. If she got murdered, it would be like, oh my god, it's fucking terrible. But for all of these, I've kind of just been on like just putting myself on the receiving end of like like the operator or the Vietnam soldiers. And I feel like that's a good tactic for our audience. I think.
Yeah. Put yourself
in their shoes, and you'll really scare the crap out of yourself.
Put yourself in the worst actual possible scenario to listen to that call.
Yeah, just act like you're in a hurricane. Everything's just getting destroyed around you, and it'll be fucking terrifying.
Yeah, close your eyes and think about it. You know? I could close my eyes for quite a while now. I gotta tell you.
Yeah, I do it every night.
I feel like as soon as this mic is done, I'm going to become a ball of nothing. Okay. That's what I feel like. I'm holding myself together for dear life for this podcast right now. Thank you so much for listening, everybody. Did we introduce ourselves at the beginning?
I absolutely did. Yes.
You did? Okay, cool. Thank you. I was confused. Did we plug the other podcast? We did plug the other podcast quite a few times.
Correct.
We'll do it again.
Yeah.
Reasonably Unhinged, coming to all podcast apps soon. We're going to... Do you want to just... Nameless Network Corporation? Is that what we're going with?
I mean...
Are we going with Nameless Network Corporation, Shay? Yeah, okay. We're going to go with that. I think I can figure that out.
The NNC.
I will literally, if Nameless Network Corporation is taken, I will just name the corporation Nameless Network Corporation. So technically it's Nameless Network Corporation Corp, which I love. So I kind of think I'm going to do that instead.
That's fine.
But yeah, so... no, I'm not plugging that, Jan. I can't plug that. That's... He's taking it. Jan, he's so excited that he's here tonight. It's really fun.
He's really enjoying it.
He's loving it right
now. But yeah, once again, everyone, thank you so much for listening.
This was a really fun episode, I gotta tell you.
I had a blast with this one.
Yeah.
You know, I've told you plenty of times, I was never someone that loved to be scared, but you always do a good job in scaring the shit out of me.
Being scared is really fun when you do it with friends, like genuinely. I mean that with all my heart. Yeah. I was blessed in high school that I had Frank, Josh, Pat, my cousin Matthew, and we would all sit down and we would watch scary shit.
Right.
And we would enjoy the shit out of it. And for most of us, it had like a real lasting impact that we love scary shit, specifically me and Josh, that we really, really love scary stuff.
Right.
And yeah, it's just been a life. I love it. I'm just rambling because I'm high. I just realized I'm rambling because I'm high.
No, it's fine. It's beautiful. If you did enjoy this, if you're enjoying everything else we're putting out, if you're excited for the conclusion of the Amelia Earhart docuseries.
I know I am.
Wait, no, not docuseries. What should I call it?
At this point, it is a docuseries. It's going
basically
to be,
is.
If I think I might compile the writing and put out my own book.
At this point,
and
honestly,
just say I did it.
So there's definitely a short book in those pages.
And that book, like Amelia, would get lost in the floods.
That's
of the bookstores.
Okay.
Yeah.
That got really dark for a second.
It did, yeah, of course. I miss her. I miss her a lot. So
but please, everyone, like, rate, subscribe. Everything that you can do, please
just fucking do it for the love of God.
Do it. We would really appreciate it. But
everyone, I have a task. Can everyone? This is your homework, okay? Can you just give this one? Just show one fucking other person about this show. Just one other person. That's all I ask. One fucking person.
Show them your favorite episode.
Yeah, show them your favorite episode is right. And if you don't have a favorite episode, listen to every single one we've put out. Listen to 33 other ones before this, and you can figure out your favorite episode. And the episode with Carla. So,
right.
Technically, this is episode 35, but we're doing, episode 34.
And the episode with Carla is fantastic.
The episode with Carla is honestly great. If you want to spook yourself out even more, go listen to that after this. It's great. The audio at that time wasn't great. We dialed it in much better. I got to tell you, this is so much better.
Absolutely.
But, we could do better with the echo, but we'll figure it out one day.
Yeah.
Check
out the social media. I'm Not Crazy Podcast NY on Instagram and TikTok.
The other day, I posted a TikTok of me staring into the camera and saying absolutely nothing in conjunction with two other people, and it did better than 90% of the stuff I put out when I speak, so that's good. That really made me feel great. That warmed my soul in a way that I haven't been warmed in a long time, so thank you, everybody, for that.
We're gonna continue putting out content for all our wonderful listeners.
For the rest of my fucking life.
For every single
day I fucking die. If I die tomorrow, that would be so eerie.
Please don't.
No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to kill myself.
No, just don't die.
Listen, you never know where the jet's going to land if it's going to fall out of the sky. That's all I'm saying,
All right, Amelia.
I'm just really caught up on it. It's been a while. All right.
But, yeah.
Listen.
Any final words?
I of course I have final. I have words for the rest of the night. Me too. I love you. Thank you so
I love
much.
you more.
Thank you so much. I wasn't talking to you specifically, Chris. I was talking to the audience.
All right.
Thank you so much.
I guess I'll go fuck myself.
Yeah, fuck you, Chris. If you listen to me speak all the time, thanks. And at the end of the day, please go ahead and go smoke. Go smoke. All right. That's it.
Have a good
I'm
night.
done. My battery's up. Have a good one. Make sure at the end of the day that it's night.